And hello, my fellow nerds. This is Oracle Nerd here, and welcome to the full remastered version of our Wonderland. I've been so excited to play this for a while. First of all, I need to switch this to window. My God, so I can actually see how long I've been recording for. But I've been waiting for a long time for this remaster, and it's finally here. It's finally out. We finally have the full game, and I can't wait to see all the changes that Carrot had made to this game. I'm so excited to play it. I hope you guys are excited to watch me watch it as well. I'm just, I'm actually in awe, and I actually thought that this game had to cost something in Steam, but no, it's apparently free. You can download, you can just get this for your library for free. No purchase required. But yeah, we have the full remastered version of our Wonderland. I'm very excited to play it. I want to see what changes and what hasn't. So let's just go ahead and click start. And Carrot, I know you're watching this video, so if you are, thank you. How you how will you be mainly playing this game? Mouse and keyboard. Wait, does the controller support? Let's see, uh, skip, toggle on and off, open menu, roll back one line with B, hide UI with H, self voice acting with V, controls to skip, space to advance dialogue, S to take a screenshot, A to auto forward, toggle on and off, page up, page down, roll forward one line, roll back one line. Okay, so you can refer back to these anytime in the help menu. All right, cool. Well, oh, I get an achievement down the rabbit hole. You willingly started the game. Chalk went up to courage. I didn't think this game was gonna have achievements. Okay, then this is gonna be a very long let's play, I suppose. I'm 11 years old. The first time we entered Wonderland. August 3rd, 1998. Oh, I had to press space. Ooh. Oh, there's our fellas. Look at them. They're so adorable. I- Is everyone ready? Oh my god, look! Dude, they actually amped up the scene. Holy hell. Seems like we got everything, yeah? And this is the biggest tree in the forest, so this part is important. Or at least I think it is. My fingers curl tighter around the worn edges of the book in my lap. I let my eyes fall to the words on the page. Words that seem to tremble and dance atop the surface of the paper. Gidget's closest to me. She's been dubious from the start. The instructions aren't that complicated, really, which doesn't bode much confidence. But she doesn't move to leave. You know, on second thought, I'm pretty sure my mom's calling me. Orlum is across from me. His face is as white as the time he threw up in Miss Gromayer's sixth period. I'll get an earful if she finds me way out here, so I'm just gonna. He throws a glance back at the blackness between the trees, and the corners of his mouth twitch like he's about to cry. He doesn't he doesn't leave either. The last time your mom cared about where you were coming out from between her damn legs. Genzo is as salty as ever, but that's Genzo for you. His dying words will probably be a dig at Orlum. Or Orlum's mom. Whoa, what is he doing between his mom's legs? And then there's Bucks. Bucks doesn't understand anything. She's only 9. That's inappropriate again. You're gonna corrupt poor Buxley. Ah, shit! If Buxley doesn't understand that, she needs something to corrupt her ass pronto. Genzo's the only one who dares swear. It sounds so natural. It makes me jealous. I tried saying hell in a mirror one time. I hadn't been able to look at myself in the eye for days. If anyone cares, I resent that comment about my mother. Guys! Oh my god! You see, I have a little tiny Iggy on the bottom left. I know that was probably a thing in the earlier version of the remaster and probably even the original version, but even so, I need to get everyone back on track. And I know if I don't corral them, we'll need to we'll never even get started. And then what would be the point really? We need to focus, okay? Come on. I like my lips, swallow. My fingers are shaking. I press them into the book's yellow pages. This is gonna work. I'm telling you. This book's like a gazillion years old. Besides, books can't lie. Not like Orm's mom. Hey! What exactly does it say we have to do again? We don't have to break out into song, do we? I readjust the book in my lap, a finger at to concentrate the paragraph in the middle of the page. It's font fancy and curled. By blood alone shall the innocent pass, traveling hand in hand, where every wish is your command, your very own Wonderland. Oh, put some more emphasis on it. Yeah. Olin's fingers go to his mouth. Blood? Buck's eyes widen. The light in the lantern danced off trembling pupils. Cool. I volunteer to cure Olim. My eyebrows twitch. No one's gonna be killing anyone. A little from everyone should be fine. It only works for kids. No adults allowed. The five of us go quiet. Furtive glances from one to the next. Gidget's chewing on the inside of her cheek. Genzo's brows are furrowed. Bugs has Bugs has her little fist clenched in excitement, and Odin looks about ready to piss himself. Crickets chirps from the darkness. Well, let's get on with it then. No point sitting here freezing our asses off. This is gonna be the hard part. I reach into my Stegosaurus backpack. Can someone please draw a Stegosaurus backpack if he has one, please? And pull out a small knife. I carefully secure that in an elastic pencil holder. The blade gleams in the light from the lantern. I got this from the drawer in my kitchen. Should do the trick. I can feel the collective gaze of the group from my knife. Have I mentioned I really don't like this idea? Orlin fidgeting again. Genzo rolls his eyes. Only about 100 times. Just make sure you clean it before your mom cooks with it again, yeah? It's just a small knife. It's just a small knife, the type I'd see my mom use to cut apples, but the tip is plenty sharp. Oh, oh, this is gonna make me cringe, isn't it? I bring the shiny point to the middle of my palms and press. It prickles. I pause. Most pressed together. I pull it across the palm where I can stop to think about it. Oh, oh, no. Oh, God. It slices through the skin like butter. Tears spring to my eyes. I want to swear to sound cool, but honestly, if there's ever been a time to swear, it would have been now. But all that comes out was a pained squeak. When I blink to my eyes open and search through the watery veil, I see the mote of red forming across my palm. Ricky! Gidget takes my hand, her skin warm against the growing chill creeping out from the soggy fissure. My fingers tremble. Yeesh, eggs, you animal! I blink and the salt water runs down my cheeks and forces a smile. It doesn't hurt. You only need a little. That's what the nurse always tells me too. Then she stabs me with her 6-inch needle of death. Ola runs a hand through her sweaty hair again and again. We all have to do it? I take my hand back from Gidget. A tiny river of blood runs past the bump of her wrist. I'm sorry, I can't help but notice Buxley just slowly sliding into frame. A tiny river of blood runs past the bump of my wrist. The pearl like head at the tip reminds me of a caterpillar. We have to. It's the only way it'll work. A pause. I think. Stop staring at Iggy's hand, Bugs. You're starting to scare me. Bugs is leaning forward, her hands and knees, seemingly enraptured by the red ribbon leaking down my arm. Gidget grabs a knife from me with a huff. You guys are so weird. I'll go next. Trust Gidget to do anything Igg says. Gidget whirls on Genzo, knife tip trembling in her grip. Shut up. We all agreed to come out here, didn't we? I'm not afraid of some little stupid cut. She brings the blade to her palm, pauses, squeezes her eyes shut, and slices. Whoa, I can hear you guys can hear that, right? You hear the freaking cutting noises? Okay, wait, hold on. Am I able to turn the sound effects up a bit? Oh, no, there. Okay, no, here we go. There we go. That's as high as it can go. Well, it can go higher, but All right. Anyways, hope I can get the audio blending perfect for this video. I don't know. I've been having trouble with the audio recently. It's not as deep as mine, but it's the blood that matters. Tiny pinpricks bubble up within the shallow grove, almost like tiny chicken pox. See? She holds her palm with regular fingers. It doesn't hurt at all. Gizzard just smirks. Are those tears I see, my lady? She ignores him. Go, Orlem, it's your turn. Orlem blanches. He sees the sweat. I can see the sweat gathering on his forehead. My turn? I. Gizzard grabs the knife from Gidget and saddles up next to him. Here, I'll help ya. You just stay right there. I can do it myself. Orlem scooches backwards so fast he nearly falls over, then snatches the knife from Genzo's hand. He freckles, his freckled cheeks puff out in what it could either be indignation or dread as he brings the tip of his knife to his palm. It takes forever. Again and again, Olin tenses up as though trying to push out an especially large poo, but again and again he pulls it away and tears bubbling up in his eyes. Finally, he pulls the blade across. Ugh. That's it? A mosquito would do better than that. There's blood, right? That's all that matters. Olin pushes his hand in Genzo's face. There is indeed a tiny spot of red. I cut it before they can veer off track once more. That should be fine. Thanks, Orlem. See? Orlem puffs up proudly. Gidget turns to Bugs, who's been watching the whole ordeal go down in rapt silence. It's your turn, Bugsley. Do you think you can do it? Bugs bobs her head. When Orlem gives her a knife, she gouges it straight into her palm. Ugh. Her hand quickly turns red. Bugsley? God almighty, she's a monster. The sight of me makes it queasy. But Bugs, you don't need that much. Bugs just grinned. It doesn't hurt. Honest. She holds her hand up, and we all back away. Genzo grabs the knife from her. Give me that thing before you kill yourself. Without a second thought, he swipes it across his palm, forging a similar mote to mine. His eyes are growing trenched curiously. The circle was silent, each of us looking down on his sliced palms. That's everyone then. My voice trembles. A moth flutters in front of the lantern. Genzo gnaws at the bottom of his lip. I hate to be a bearer of bad news when nothing's happening. Is there something we need to do? Gidget asks, turning towards me. I can hear the heart beating in my ears. Everyone's eyes are on me. I swallow, but the saliva gets stuck in my throat. I glance back down at the book, then it comes to me. And I guess we need to hold hands? Hold hands? Oh, Olam's voice raises a good octave. Isn't that unhealthy? What if one of us has a disease? We already have you. What could be worse? Genzo snickers. No one's going to get sick, Orlem. It's fine. Though even Gidget sounds unsure. I reach my hands out, one towards Bucks and the other towards Gidget. There's a moment of uncertainty. Then both of them reciprocate. Buck's hand is slimy and thick between my fingers. I can feel my stomach turn. Gidget's on the other hand is warm and soft. Come on, guys. I know the two of the opposite sides of the circle. Genzo groans. Olem cringes. But they lace their fingers all the same. Then they reach out to Gidget and Bucks respectively. Oh my god, look at Genzo just looking over like, heh. The silence returns. Another moth flits to and fro in front of the lantern. A grasshopper preens itself atop an especially tall blade of grass. I spot an ant crawling across my bare knee. I resist the urge to flick it away. Beautiful moon out tonight. Genzo's eyes gaze are pointed skyward. This isn't working, see? Nothing's happening! Willem seems 1 second away from jerking his hand from Genzo's grip. I don't have an answer. I don't know. What else it could... This is boring, Bugs sighs. The blood can't keep her entertained any longer, it seems. Am I allowed to go home now? Even Orlem is starting to seem more disinterested and anxious. I'd failed them. It's okay, Iggy. It's not your fault. Gidget gives my hand a reassuring squeeze. It would have been cool if it were... The sound of something heavy cuts her off, like a large stone across the gravel surface. It's loud and grating for just a moment, but it feels like the very ground is opening up in front of us all. The way that grinding, scratching moans make our hearts thrum. And it ends as abruptly as it started. The forest grows silent. No more crickets. No more cicadas. No more fluttering moths. Even the very air is still. I realize my eyes are squeezed shut. I crack open first the right, then the left. Everyone's looking at me. No, not at me. Past me. I twist backwards to see the base of the big old willow, the tallest tree in the forest, its trunk like a massive boulder covered in twisty, gnarled roots. Now with a very visible and very dark hole in its side. Across from me in a circle, Genzo hissed between his teeth. Well, shit. But do we get a remade intro? I'm assuming? We do! Hey, it's the theme song too. Our Wonderland. Written and developed by Carrot. Art and character design by Carrot. I mean, Carrot did basically everything, so. Okay, maybe not the music. This is so cute. I'm so glad. I'm so happy to be seeing this game again. It's so cool. 20 years later. Iggy! She has me before I have a chance to react. She goes for the legs. She always goes for the legs. One meaty hand wraps around my right thigh, and the other goes to my left. Then her shoulder takes my hips. At this point, escape is futile. Bucks rises to her full height, and I go with her, draped like a sack of potatoes with my ass in the air. It isn't my favorite pigmentally challenged little nerd. Hey, he's a fellow nerd, okay? Bucks laughs. The resulting convulsions practically makes me seasick. I feel like I haven't seen you in years. How the hell are you? Still doing that computer hacking stuff? You gotta show me how to do that sometime. Hooner always gets on my case because the computer's doing some weird shit or whatever. But how the hell am I supposed to fix it, you know? Bucks is a literal ox, beefy arms and neck, chest as wide as my aunt's old minivan. Even her laugh means business, big and hearty, burgeoning from her lungs like a firework of sound. I'm, great. Just great. I can feel the blood rush into my head. My nose is bumping against Bucks's back somewhere, just above the waistline, and my glasses are threatening to slip off my ears. Bucks, I can't breathe. Oh, right, yeah. No, look at her. Bucks draws me back to the sidewalk. It takes a moment for the world to stop spinning. So what? Can I get you a beer or something? I got the good stuff. Crafts from the crafts from the last from that place just outside of town. She clasps her hands together. Let me grab you one. She barely waits for me to acknowledge her question before clumping off towards the porch. I grab my strewn messenger bag off the ground, then follow with a hand up to my tame up to tame my nest of curls. Bucks's house is nice, the nicest any of us have managed, to be honest. This is a cozy split level with white shutter windows and a spacious porch wrapping around all the way around to the backyard. The type you dream about once you're halfway through college and you realize you have no idea what you're actually doing with your life. I follow Bucks across the porch dodging the oh whoops, uh, dodging the fake terracotta pots of the few hanging plants along the way. The sound of the TV drifts out from the screen door leading inside. I pause for a moment and hang my messenger bag up one of the railings, then start for the steps. Heads up! Around the corner, just as Bucks tosses me a beer from the cooler. I barely keep from dropping it straight into the deck. The backyard is neat and and trim and decorated for the occasion. Picnic table with multicolored plates and napkins, a few strings of red, white, and blue flags draped across the trees, and a trio of white and green striped lawn chairs. Bucks even has her grill out. The air above it is warping in the heat. I pop the tab of the beer and wander towards Bucks, who's grabbing a can of her own. So, what's new in Iggy World? Anything new and exciting? Foam bubbles down her chin as she takes an impatient sip. Can't say much has changed since last year's barbecue, to be honest. Still have my apartment over in Brookside, still doing mostly freelance. Had a contract gig for a few months in the spring for a little advertising shop over in Doken. Nice way to get me out of the house, but the commute was hell. I take a slug from my can, it goes down the wrong tube. Ugh. Never take the intercity bus. I finish with a choke cough. Ha! I don't trust you on that. Buck raises her can towards mine, and we click them together in a tiny symphony. No special friend to keep you company at that lonely little apartment yet? I take another chug, longer this time. No, not yet. We've really got to get you out more. Get you out of Lambrook. I'm telling you, there's nothing left here for a bright single centerfold like you. Hell, even I would wouldn't still be here if it weren't for the little monster. Better for raising a kid, you know. School district and all. Buck wipes her mouth with the back of her arm and nods her head at what I don't know. Gidget finally made a move. She's over on Doken permanently now. No more scooting back and forth. Oh? I say leisurely. I helped her out a few months back moving her stuff. Surprised she didn't call you. Shit, I never got back to her about that. I guess she wanted someone with a little more brawn. Ha! I can't argue with that. Buck slaps me on the back and I nearly spit out the beer in my mouth. Once I recover, I attempt to divert the conversation. Well, what about you? Still delivering packages? Buck straightens up at this. No more door-to-door from me. Just call me the shift manager, Buxley. Oh? Congrats. Probably means more regular hours then, huh? I remember you used to pull some late nights driving the truck. That it does, which sure helps with the mini tornado siren in the room next door. Buck gulps down the rest of her can and crushes it in her palm. She tosses the can into an empty trash bag lying in the grass and fishes through a cooler for another. Ask about Hooner, ask about the baby. Oh, our first decision in the game. I mean, not like it'll really matter in the long run, but ask about Hooner. What about Hooner? What's he been up to? Oh, we I just noticed this. We get new sound effects for the choices. That's cool. Oh, Hooner as ever. Between him and the screaming pile of goo, feels like a breath of fresh air doing something like this. Bucks pops open the top of the next beer and gazes out across the lawn. Things aren't good? Nah, just, what do you expect? Neither one of us are getting much sleep. Sharing a beer on the patio with the crew, though. Almost feel like my old self again. I can imagine. The babies I see at the store are enough for me. No, thank you. As if to emphasize my point, I probably spill beer down the front of my chin and shirt. Bucks guffaws. No, what? No cotton-top munchkin in Iggy's future? I wave at my shirt. I mean, I guess... I don't know. Look at this clown. Just telling ya, you never know. I mean, look at me. Whoever expect I procreate, huh? Actually, we kind of all did. I raise a brow. What with you proclaiming your undying love to Hooner after being crowned homecoming queen, and declaring you were gonna produce a whole softball team of babies to lead the school to victory once you were gone? Another guffaw from Bucks. Sounds about like me. Damn, what memories! Almost makes me shed a tear. Screen door creaks open before just as quickly slamming shut. We both turn towards the porch just as Hooner walks down the stairs, baby in tow. Well, speak of the devil, there's the man of the hour himself. Bucks raises her beer. Iggy, so good to see you. It's been so long. Look at Hooner. Look at him. He's so adorable. Look at the little baby. Honestly, this is bringing back so many memories when I played Our Wonderland for the first time. Hooner's long bangs are pulled back with the metal hair clips. He looks tired. Baby's half hidden in a purple blanket, but I still see her tiny little nose twitching amongst the soft folds of baby goo. It really has. Sorry for making myself so scarce. Guess I can lose myself in my work sometimes. More like your games, am I right? Bucks elbows me in the ribs. I laugh, not at all awkwardly. Hunter smiles and shifts the baby in his arms. That's not good for your health, you know. Get out and get some sunshine once in a while. Well, I mean, as much as you can handle. I'll try harder. I attempt to shift the conversation away from me and my hermit-like tendencies. This is a little bundle of joy then, yeah? 3 months old yesterday. I lean for a closer look. She's absolutely tiny. I can't help but think of the cluster of baby rabbits that I found huddled in a giant planter my mom had in the back patio when I was a kid. So completely helpless. She stares back at me as though she's never seen something stranger in her entire 3 months of life. I don't blame her, to be honest. What's her name, if I might ask? Hooter holds or sees the shift. He turns to Bucks. You haven't even told your friends her name? What's wrong with you? Do you not care about your own child? Bucks groans. For God's sakes, what do you expect me to do? Go around professing my love for our daughter to every damn person on the street? So I forgot to mention her name to one person. Sorry. Guess I'll try to work her name into every single one of my damn sentences from now on. At this point, I back up. It's at this point that I back up. I press my lips together in silence. Hooter's finger is now, oh no, pointed straight at Bucks' chest. Oh, don't give me that, Buxley. I've heard the way you talk about her. Is she annoying? Yes. But is she your daughter? Try and act like you liked her even a little. She raises her head, disbelief, eyes wide. So now you're saying I don't like my own child? Is that it? You know what? I'm done. I'm not even gonna try. I'm gonna put the meat on. She turns to her heels without another word and stomps off towards the grill, crushing her kid, tossing it atop the trash bag along the way. You do that, Hooter huffs. I'm gonna put the appetizers out so our guests aren't standing around here starving to death. He shoots Bucks back a prolonged look of resentment before pulling it about face and storming back inside the house. I continue to stand awkwardly in the middle of the yard, half-finished beer in hand. I still don't even know the baby's name. My gaze falls to the grass, where the blades that had been under Hooter's feet just moments ago are struggling to right themselves. Oh, whoops. It was lagging for some reason. A bird whistles somewhere up in the trees. I pick at a hunk of something between my top left molars. I just have to wander over to the picnic table when a feeling of unease trickles down my spine, almost as though someone's eyes are on my back. Hey, Iggy. Oh, I wonder who that could possibly be. My sakes! It's the rat tail. It's the rat tail boy. By the time I twist backwards, Orlam's already a good 5 inches closer than what's socially acceptable for casual conversation. Hey, Orlam, I didn't hear you slither up. I take a step backwards. He takes a step forwards. He looks like he hasn't slept in weeks. Long time no chew the fat. How fares the daily strife? I take an extra long slug of my beer. You know, same old, same old. You still writing code for top-tier government espionage projects, Mr. Hack and Slash? If I top-tier government espionage projects, you mean the new website for Ruckerman's this and that, then yes. Yes, that's exactly what I've been doing. This amuses him, and he laughs. Olem is the weirdest laugh, every syllable perfectly enunciated with an identical gap between each. Have you ever wondered what he considers this and what he considers that? I shift my weight from my left foot to my right, then back to my left. Surprisingly, the thought never really crossed my mind. I've always been more of a that guy myself, Orlov shrugs. Why have, why have this when you can have that, am I right? But you know me, always a super relative fringe of society. Fringe is right. I glance back towards the house. Bucks is still at the grill, Hooner nowhere to be seen. I turn back. Somehow Orlin seems even closer. What about you? Still working at... Actually, I seriously have no clue what you're doing nowadays. Alon and Alon. I do data entry for their branch now. The baby powder guys? I chew in the bottom of my lip. It's just baby powder. We have all kinds of products with squirmy little skin tags. Bucks should be all over that. You give her a discount? No. I blink. Willem stares at me with the same off-kilter smile. Then continues. You want to know the secret ingredient to our powder? What helps to give that skin extra soft sheen? I sucked the entire bottom but lip into my mouth by this point. I'm not sure I really want to know. Dead skin cells from real babies. God, don't let Buck. God, don't let Bucks know. Don't let Bucks know, I say with a smirk. Always a kidder. That was a joke, of course. Obviously. But maybe I can get Sadie in the rotation. Okay, don't push it. So, any Mrs. Maxwell in the making tucked away in the man cave of yours? Afraid not. Fraternizing hasn't exactly been my top priority in my life, I guess. The beer's almost gone. I squint to look down into the opening. I know someone who would be happy to hear that. Things with my head up. What's that supposed to mean? Nothing. That smile again. And everything, he laughs. Now you're just weirding me out. As per my usual strategy, I decided to turn the conversation away from myself. What about you? No misinformed member of the fairer sex climbing your steeple? No. Oh, I have my flings. Really? Oh. Willem runs a hand through his saggy curl of bangs tracing the side of his forehead. There's a girl at work who can't keep her hands off me. Insatiable, this one. A real dime, too. Says no man's ever satisfied her the way I do. I really didn't need to know that. But me, well, I'm looking for more than a smoking hot time in the bedroom, if you catch my drift. Oh, I'm catching it. I need a woman who completes me emotionally, not just sexually. You know what I mean? He practically breathing down my neck. His breath is as hot as it dances on my skin. I hadn't realized it had gone so close. Uh, and what's this girl's name? I lean backwards. And what's this girl's name? He stops, blinks, finally pulls away. It's... He licks his lips. I mean, I know, it's just slips my mind. His arms curl in front of his chest. We don't really, talk much, in fact. I've probably never even said it out loud. You know how it is. You never even said the girl you're dating's name out loud? We're feral creatures, Iggy. There's no need for names between us. Okay, well, enjoy your mysterious nameless woman. You're just jealous you're not getting as much as me. I roll my eyes and turn to gaze back at the house. You're exactly right. The sound of footsteps approach catches my attention. Aloha, mi amigos! Comment allez-vous? The party has officially arrived. This is quickly followed by a dull thud of cranium and fake terracotta. Damn it! Potted plant right in my face! That'll be Genzo. I finish the last few drops of my beer and wander over to the trash bag to throw a can away. Olin follows, quite obviously keeping me between myself and the porch. His smile is gone. He's tugging anxiously at his rat tail. Oh gosh, Genzo, I'm so sorry. We just hung those up the other day. It completely slipped my mind. Hooner pushes open the screen doors and steps outside. He quickly wipes the crumbles of dirt decorating Genzo's shoulders. Not to worry, dear sir. I've been told dirt brings out the shit-colored hue of my eyes. He pauses, turning in Hooner's direction. And what's this gurgle of innocent complacency I hear? Am I in the presence of Her Highness Princess Sadie? I should have worn my tie. He straightens his collar. Hooner laughs and shifts Sadie in his other arm. Aren't you always a treat? Anyway, I've got some things to finish up inside. Iggy and Orlum are already out back. He tugs open the screen door and disappears back inside. Genzo continues the rest of the way across the porch, using his cane to avoid the railings and guide himself down the steps into the yard. He immediately spreads his arms. Hey, look at him! Hey, Iggy! And I thought I smelled something coming up the block. Is that the new cologne, Orlum? Or do you just naturally smell like a horse's ass? Orlum's eyes twitches. Iggs, my man, get over here. It feels like forever. Dude, it's been so long since I did Genzo's voice. My God. Genzo motions me over. Hey, look at him. I lean forward, and as soon as my shoulder touches his, he pulls me into a side hug that nearly breaks my spine. Genzo's the same teddy bear as always. Short, big-boned, as he puts it, and with a mouth that can run faster than he can, also as he puts it. I'm even given a familiar whiff of the ubiquitous orange knit cap as my face smashed against the top of his head. I've been a little off the grid, I manage. Off the grid or off your rocker? Am I right or am I right? Aw. He presses his hand to my chest as he nearly doubles over laughing. Maybe a little bit of both, I say with a chuckle of my own as I pull myself away. You doing okay? How are things at the shop? F to the I, my friend. I just got myself a deal with the impound, actually. They're gonna send me some of the busted bikes no one's ever picked up. I'll see if I can get them fixed and back on the market. His face is beaming beneath his sunglasses. More of a passion project, really, but it feels good to breathe new life into the little tykes. Or shall I say, trikes. Hey! He pauses for a moment, then raises his head, nose twitching. Is that the pungent over of freshly grilled carcinogens I smell? Bugs turns away from the grill, and for the first time since her argument with Hooner. Burgers are kind of right up. Hope everyone's hungry. I can always count on you to fill my stomach, Buckleberry Finn. Genzo rubs his hands together. Which reminds me, Iggy. Game Rex. Yav? I run a hand through my curls. I'm already eyeing the cooler and wondering if I should grab another beer. Actually, this one game has been really sucking at my time. You get to control your own airship, and there's these terrifying vortexes you have to go through. And don't even get me started on the giant tornadoes. Okay, wait. Fly around, vortexes, giant tornadoes. I feel like that's a reference to something. I just don't know what. I finally give in and fish through the ice for a can. I've been playing a game on my phone called Candy Cudgel. Well, his shoulders are hunched so low it's a miracle he doesn't fall over. Geto ignores them. I played something along those lines a few weeks back. I'm telling you, there's something about sweeping skies and swashbuckling heroes that I just... He brings his fist to his chest and shakes his head. Gets me right here. He glances in my direction as the sound of me popping the top of my beer. I know I tell you this every time, but you should really develop one of your own. You've had enough crazy kernels up in that noggin of yours to launch your own library. Yeah, maybe sometime. Only if you'll be my main character. I love Genzo. He's fun. He's goofy. He's funny. He's adorable. But like, I raise the brow with a smirk. Only if you'll be my main character. Now there's an idea that's guaranteed a blockbuster. The indomitable Captain Genzo sets sail across the high seas. No, sets sail across the sky. That's it. I'm a sky pirate. Sky pirate it is then. It's giving me kind of Xenoblade vibes. Only don't make me one of those fake pirates that goes around helping people. If I'm doing this, I'm doing it all the way. Murder, battery, aggravated assault. I want to own this shit. Hell, if you want to go crazy and throw some tax fraud in there. I want to be in the game too. Fine, you can be the swab. Why do you want me to develop something so badly? I mean, it doesn't have to be a game. You should just get out and do something. Do something that'll get you out of here, like what Gidge did. Orlum snickers at this. We'll see how long that lasts. Last I heard, she could barely make rent. Hey, at least the lady's trying, which is more than anyone can say about us lazy efforts. Am I right or am I right? Gento prods an air elbow in my direction with a snort. It's at this point that Bugs finally turns away from the grill, spatula in hand. Burgers are ready! Get your hungry faces on! Now that's what I'm talking about. Genzo clasps his hands together. Single file line, people. No rush the Grillmeister. Don't rush the Grillmeister. I leave my beer on the table and take my place behind Genzo, who's already waiting impatiently by the grill. Buck's giving the burgers the final flip before tossing them one at a time on an oversized plate. Set the burger buns, cutting them into somewhat erratically with a halfway serrated knife, and scattering the crumbs all over the grass. I tap Genzo's shoulder gently, somewhat hushed. Oh, by the way, thanks. Genzo raises a brow. For what? Except it's much louder than my own statement. I wins, but continue all the same. You're the only one who hasn't asked if I had a girlfriend yet. Genzo just shrugs. Hey, it's your life. You do you. Why should I care? Another snicker from Orlin behind us. Yeah, why would Genzo care about girls? Everyone knows he's. Genzo whirls around so fast, his cane clocks Orlum across the upper thigh. Orlum yelps. Whoops, didn't see you there, Orlum. Genzo laughs. Sorry, this thing's got a mind of its own sometimes. I opened my mouth to say something, but Genzo's already turned back to the grill, with his nose turned towards the meat and cheese concoction Bucks is stacking on top of the plate. And now we feast. Orlum whines and rubs his thigh. I catch a few muttered curse words, but he remains otherwise silent. The air between them feels electric, not in a good way. Fortunately, the sound of the hurried steps in the patio is enough to divert everyone's attention. I glance back just as Gidget appears from around the side of the house, her face flushed with sweat dotting down her forehead. She brings up a hand up to smooth the back of her hair and looks around and smiles as she sees us. Sorry I'm late, guys. The traffic coming up I-80 was a nightmare. Gidget perks up. Now there's a sound for sore ears. Gidget smiles apologetically and starts over. Her eyes meet, but she looks away. I didn't miss too much, did I? Bug slaps down the top bun of the veggie fortified burger stack. Only these clowns gossiping like a bunch of schoolgirls. Food's just coming off the grill now, so I'd say you're right on time. Genzo pumps his arms as though pulling the train whistle. Then let's get this train chugging. Every second that food's not going into my belly, it's a crime against humanity. This is so adorable. I love this. It's easy to forget about the things in the presence of friends. And despite the fact that my reclusive urges continuously tug at me to escape back to the safe little haven in my little apartment over at Brookside, I have a good time. And this only happens once a year. I can handle it. Besides, despite some of their less desirable quirks, these are the only friends I've got. So I clink cans, I gorge myself from burgers and chips and ice cream cake. Oh, ice cream cake sounds so delicious. Oh my god, look at them. I like that Iggy's just trying to stop them, like, stop. A breakup and near arguments between Genzo and Orlum. Bounce Sadie on my knee. Oh, look at all of them. It generally acts like a normal person that's not a complete and total mess of a human being. Dude, honestly, I absolutely love this. I wish I could be invited to get together more often, honestly. Like much like Iggy, I too am cramped up in an apartment. Seriously, honestly, I like how improved this art is compared to the original. I know it kind of does look similar to the original, but that's just by design. I can notice a few touch ups here and there. Like even some of the shading is a little different. I can notice that. Once the sets, Bucks lights the mosquito lanterns. Hunter takes Sadie back inside, and we spend another hour reliving stories from high school. Then even Bucks heads in. It's just the four of us loitering around like Black Friday shoppers, 6 hours before the store opens. Willem's leaning back against the porch railing, looking up at the light polluted sky. Genzo's seated on the porch steps, pressing a lighter to a cigarette between his lips. And well, Gidget's looking pointedly at me from the other side of the picnic table. When I turn when I turn to start poking at one of the flag decorations during the nearby tree, she seems to take this as an invitation. She wanders over. Hey you. She got she's got her hands folded in front of her, thumb pads kissing. A long time no see. You're not the first one to say that today. I say somewhat idiotically. Aw, look at them. What can we say? We all miss you. She smiles. It's really nice to see you again. I spy a lightning bug flickering on and off by one of the lawn chairs. They'll be gone in a few weeks. Hibernating, I guess. Do lightning bugs hibernate? When I don't say anything, Gidget continues. I moved, you know. Yeah, that's what Buck said. Then comes the shame. Sorry, I was a bit of a no-show. She shakes her head. It's okay. You were busy, I'm sure. I'm not sure what else to say. So, how's Dukin? Probably a lot more going on there than down here. It's definitely a lot. How should I put it? Livelier? She laughs. Gidget's laugh's always been at this effervescent effervescent quality to it. I remember Olam's comment from earlier. And you're doing fine, money wise and all that? I'm working part time as a waitress between gigs. It's enough to get by. And the gigs? Between because that's the real question of the hour. Another laugh, but slightly less bubbly. Those are well, they're starting to happen. I'm trying to get an agent. Been reaching out for to a few places in Dukin. Since since the occasional outreach on my own isn't getting me much. Then again, I've never been all that great at marketing myself. An agent will, what, get you more photo ops? I'm not actually sure myself. Basically, they'll be my marketing person. Look for shoots that suit me, get my name out there. She pushes the lock of her hair by her ears, lets her gaze fall. I scratch my bare arm. It's growing chillier. The cicadas are out something awful too. I realize I should probably say something. And it's off to New York. You sure things are okay? Then it's off to New York. Then it's off to New York, or Los Angeles, or whatever it is that famous models go. Gidget laughs. I'm still just trying to get gigs in Dukin. There's a pretty active modeling scene there. If I can start getting some smaller gigs there, that'll give me a better chance of landing something bigger. But unless the shooting star suddenly grants me its luck, well, it's going to take a while. I'm going I'm going to workshops and meetups when I can. They're a great place to network and keep my chops up. Though it's hard to fit them in when I have to wait tables just to make rent. I can imagine. One of those brown beetles that always seems to buzz around, and it bounces off my nose. I duck backwards and flick it away. Dumb things. I glare into the darkness. Gidget laughs. It pauses. Iggy? She takes a step forward. Iggy, I. Her phone buzzes in her pocket, loud. She must have had it on a high setting. She seems to tense, then pulls out and turns away. Her face goes bright at the light of the screen, but I can't make out the text. She's quiet as she reads it. Oh, whoops. I decided to crack a joke. But because I'm an idiot. That seems a little rude. Who's that? I asked with a grin. A new agent? Gidget's face goes dark. It's nothing. She laughs, but it's obviously forced. Doesn't seem like nothing. You just got all weird. Sorry, I guess I've just been a little stressed lately. I felt like I really nailed the audition last week, but I'm just going to up. I just got an update about it, and I didn't even get a call back. Sorry, I. That sucks. It's fine. Another forced laugh. There'll be more, right? Of course, yeah. Plenty more. Plenty more. Hey, you okay? I'm fine. I should go. I'm sorry. I'll talk to you soon. She walks out without another word, grabbing her bag from the picnic table and making a beeline for the porch. Genzo looks up in confusion as she rushes by. Fuck. Clearly, I can't do anything right. I shuffle my feet wordlessly in the grass, then wander towards the stairs. Genzo pushes himself to his feet, and I sound of my approach, waggling his cigarette up and down between his teeth. She left in a hurry. What happened? I run a hand through my hair. Bad news. Poor gal. She's been really trying. But life has its way of punching you in the face. Repeatedly. With a crowbar. You think she'll be okay? He purses his lips, taps the ash off his cigarette. She's strong enough to stand on her own 2 feet. If she's anything like me, she'll have a good cry tonight, then feel better in the morning. You? Cry? Hey, I'm a sensitive soul. What can I say? When he exhales, a smell of smoke curls itself up and into my nostrils. For some reason, this sparked my memory. Oh, hey, about earlier. What, when you spilled beer down the front of your pants? He snickers. Don't worry, we ain't kids anymore. No one thinks you pissed yourself. Except maybe Orlum, but he doesn't count. I laughed. The sound carries me to the next sentence. No, I mean, what Orlum said. That joke about me about the dead baby skin cells. Yeah, it set off my creepodar too. But, but then again, what doesn't these days? Am I right or am I right? This rewards me with an elbow to the ribs. Hmm. Ooh, I don't know. Give Orlum a break, would you? Maybe give Orlum a break, would you? Think back to the aura of animosity that permeated in the air between them earlier. Guy's trying his best, same as us. Trying his best to be a douchebag, am I right or am I right? Genzo, I'm serious. Alright, yeesh. He takes a deep drag from his cigarette, lips pursed. Then finally, I guess I can be a little hard on him. I give his shoulder a pat. Thanks. Hey, for you, Eggs. Hey, for you, Eggs? Anything. Don't be a stranger now, you hear? Sure thing. I toss back as I start at the porch steps. Olin's perched on the railing at top like he's some kind of vulture, lips pulled wide and usual off kilter smile. Iggy Maxwell, what did you do? Nothing. That didn't look like nothing. She looks pretty upset. I pressed my lips together. She got a text or something. Guess it wasn't good. And you didn't console her? What a waste. I suppose that leaves it up to me to be her knight in shining armor. Go for it. I roll my eyes, then, then reach for the messenger bag still hanging on the post. It moves before my fingers reach it. A slightest twitch, almost as though someone brushed up against it. I pause, squint, till my head. Did you? I start, half turned towards Orlum. Did I what? Orlum snickers and swings his legs back and forth beneath the railing. Did you see that? You're gonna have to be more specific. I see a lot of things. Another snicker. I shake my head. Whatever. I reach again, this time looping my hand around the strap and tugging it off the post. For just a second, I swear I heard a faint sound of someone giggling. I need to get home. I'm starting to lose it. But there's still something I have to do first. Something growing, complaining right smack in the middle of my gut. Oh, goodness. I tug open the screen door and step aside, avoiding the moths fluttering about the overhead lights, just as I can just vaguely remember the way to Bucks' bathroom. A much needed pee and a wash my hands later, I'm maneuvering back through the dark halfway to the porch when Bucks' voice makes me jump. Oh, so that's the way it's gonna be, is it? You get to make all the rules. It starts soft, somewhat hushed, but towards the end, it's clear that she's losing control of her volume. Oh, because it was my idea to buy a brand new grill when we were having trouble to make the house payments. I'm not sure what kind of fantasy world you're living in, but grow up. They're coming out from the other side of the door, uh, or to the right. A single line of light is painting the shadows across the floor underfoot. I stop, chewing the inside of my cheek. Instantly feel guilty, but not enough to make me move. Fantasy world? In a fantasy world, I wouldn't be woken up every hour by a sound that makes me want to kill. Jesus. Can't we fucking give her something? Give her something, and just what are you implying? Oh, come on. A little whiskey? She'd pass out, right? You are out of your fucking mind if you think that I'm going to let you feed in my infant daughter whiskey. Oh, your infant daughter, is it? And what am I? The effing surrogate? Might as well be for how much you seem to care about her. This is the first time you were even around for dinner all week, and it was only because your friends were here. Who the fuck cares? It's not like she's gonna remember any of this. I care, Buxley. I'm not raising this baby myself. A pause. Oh, no, you don't. You've already had plenty to drink tonight. Clearly not, because I can still understand the words coming out of your mouth. Buxley Curls, do not walk out of this room while I'm talking to you. Footsteps getting closer. Mart leaps up somewhere in the vicinity of my voice box. I hot-footed to the rest of the way to the screen door, barely make it outside before I hear the door inside getting shoved open. It takes a moment of my tension in my shoulders to be released. Even then, I can still hear my heart in my ears. Later, a breath I didn't realize I was holding, I glanced up and see Orlum still on the railing, a smile on his face. Little old to be scared of the dark, aren't we? He laughed at his own joke. Every so every syllable every syllable is perfectly enunciated, with an identical gap between each. I woke in the next morning and found Mrs. Darnish rolling her trash bin down the driveway. Oh, I think we all know where this is going to lead, but I think I'm going to leave this video here for now. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, comment what you think, share this video with your friends. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss a single notification. I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye.